manners in Europe dates back to the 11th century. It was a foreign way of life before Africans adopted to this unfamiliar habit.
It's not really a challenge because people are open to learning in the Kenyan way. Yeah, sometimes it looks like it's a bit for the high class and all, but it's actually people are willing to learn. You find that when you tell people what you're doing, everybody wants to do it. And it's British in history, but it has evolved throughout, and most of parts of the world actually do the afternoon tea. And even most of our hotels as well have menus for afternoon tea.
Somebody is eating and watching TV. Someone is eating and walking. Someone is eating and is on the phone. Halfway through a meal, they just walk off. That is very bad manners. You need to sit and wait for one another. You need to eat properly, chew your food properly, swallow, and eat together as a family or community.
It's actually growing. Surprisingly, it's big in Southern Africa, it's big in Western Africa. It's not big in East Africa, and that's why we're here, to make it popular. That's why we're here, to be able to stand out as East Africans, stand out as Kenyans. Let's not only be known for the good athletes we are, but also the manners that we have, the brand image that we carry out there, right? We want to be known as individuals who know what fork and knife to use and how to pat your lips and not wipe your mouth. That's what we need to be known for.
But even as we sip our tea and munch on our snacks, there is an entire business and economic aspect that comes with the tea production. Kenya is Africa's leading tea producer and fourth in the world, behind India, China, and Sri Lanka. Black tea is the country's leading agriculture foreign exchanger earner. Kenya is a major producer of the best tea in the world. It has more than 110,000 hectares of land under tea. The tea industry plays a key role in the agriculture sector and the economy at large, with tea output contributing to 11% of the agriculture sector. The tea umbrella's 11% contribution into the country's GDP amounts to 62 billion Kenyan shillings. And as the ladies continue to enjoy their tea and bites, there is a unique way in which snacks are arranged on the tray.
We have Princess Anna, who used to be from Bedshire, and she would serve her tea. She would starve between lunch and dinner because of the many hours, and she got her servants to serve bread and water, and which evolved into snacks and tea. And then she invited her friends over, and they had a little party, and the friends were happy, and now went and replicated the same in their homes by asking their servants to do the same. And now they would do rotations from houses to houses, and that's what afternoon tea came up.
Table manners can break or enhance your tea experience. As kids, we are taught the simple things such as no talking with food in your mouth or stretching across the table. These small but significant disciplines also apply to any tea drinking date.
Well, the biggest challenge I think we face is people asking, why do we need to learn manners? What is so important about how I give my business card or how I hold my teacup? Or just how I introduce my boss to my clients. So it doesn't make sense on those things, but in actual sense, it depends on the people you're around. These small things actually matter a lot. It's the image that you portray out there. There's no harm in dunking your biscuit in the tea because you actually like it. But if you're in a corporate event where you have to strike a deal, there's a make or break, you try and prevent it. Just in case the little biscuit is too soaked and would sink into the tea, then you're better off not doing it. But in your homes, why not? That's what makes us happy.
It's a respect for somebody who's prepared a meal. It gives people a chance to enjoy the experience slowly and not shovel food into their mouths. It's an art form because you lay a table, you put flowers out, you are appreciating your host or hostess, and it's also, because it's not rushed, you have a chance to properly interact with your guests either to your left, to your right, opposite you. And that is what we're losing in modern life, is properly sitting down to a meal and observing those kind of things.
It's different. First, I think I've been to a high tea once,
I didn't even know there was a difference between like high tea and afternoon tea. So I think I've learned a lot. There's a lot of stuff I've learned here that I've never even taken into consideration as being something of importance towards etiquette. You know, like how you're supposed to stir your tea. Traditionally, we are all just like, you know, but now they're like, okay, so you do this slowly, and yeah, so it's different, but I like it. It's a good experience.
When all is said and done, and now you have a full-on stomach, what's next? Tipping. And how much do you decide to tip? Depending on one's personality, one is able to rate how well the service of the waiter was. Nevertheless, it is important to remember that tipping is a private manner, and it should come from a genuine place.
Tipping is always advised. Depending on the country you are, there are tipping guidelines of how much to tip. There are some countries it's 2%, 5%, 7% of the total bill. It's always advised to do a tipping because it's a sense of appreciation to the other individuals. Some countries, some restaurants actually include tips in the bills, so you don't need to do it extra, right? It gives them a drive to work harder. These people are the people who served you. It's a form of appreciation altogether, right? And it would apply anywhere across the world. It would apply in any restaurant. It doesn't have to be a 5-star restaurant. It can be your fish and chips. The person who just packs it for you. It's just a form of appreciation. But it's always advised to give tips. Yeah.
It's been very interesting but also rewarding because it's nice to know that the young people are aware of etiquette and the importance of it. Not only at meal times, but extending into all sorts of other areas as well.
We've lost a lot of our own etiquette. Too, I've learned new things. And we need to go back to food etiquette.
Now that we know the details that come with tea drinking, the do's and don'ts, and what spoons or forks are used during a meal, you can comfortably invite your friends for tea around the table and have a good old time. Zinzi Kibiku for All Women.